All right, I want to welcome everybody to the January 24th call meeting. It's 5:02. If I can get approval of the agenda at this time.
So moved, Chairman. Second.
Second, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Commissioner Bone, will you do the honors tonight?
We will. We bow our heads, please. Dear Heavenly Father, please thank you for your goodness, your mercy, and your grace. Help us to carry these wonderful gifts in our own hearts and lives. May we reflect these gifts for all to see. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Commissioner Bone. Very well. We'll have to call on you more often, won't we? All right, we move on to Sheriff's Office, your crime scene van. Mr. Earl.
No signal. No chance.
About a year ago, I spoke with Mr. Risner there, and we had an issue with crime scene van. Ours is pretty old and outdated. I mean, it's in pretty poor shape. And so we started looking to replace it with something a little bit more, not necessarily better, but just a little bit more useful. So what we did is we contacted all of the companies that produce these types of vehicles, because the one we have now is a van that we put together ourselves, and you can tell. But so we started looking, and this is actually a truck by EVI, based in Florida. There's Farber trucks in Canada. There's a couple other ones in Canada that produce these type of vehicles, and it's just mainly for crime scenes and so forth. Special purpose vehicles, what we would use it for. Anyway, when we started looking at the price, it was way out of our price range. We're talking about $325, and there's an 18-month order period it would take for just to even get them in. However, in looking, we found this one. As a matter of fact, when we dealt with EVI about what we would like to have, they showed us some models that they had done before, and this one was done for Pooler PD. And said, you know, we would like to have something similar to that Pooler PD did. It's about the size we wanted, and it's laid out similar to what we needed. And come to find out, Pooler PD wanted to sell this particular one. And so we contacted them, and they said, yeah, we have it for sale. We bought a bigger one. And so we looked, and the price of it was $185,000. So we went down and we took a look at it, and it's in absolutely immaculate shape. It had 2,700 miles on it, F4 550. And so we made them an offer of $160,000, and they took it. And so we have some, I've talked with Mr. Risner, we've got some money left in, partially in some of 2015 SPLOST, 2021 SPLOST. Because of COVID, we had to skip almost a year in some of those cars. We've got 9 standing by to go on the road now, so we could actually skip a year, and that money would cover the purchase of this vehicle.
What year model is that one?
That's a 2015.
That's which motor?
It's the V10.
Okay, so it's
Okay.
gas motor.
It's a gas.
Okay,
That's
all
a
right,
good engine.
I'm good. It's not the what was
No,
the
it's
6
What our
oh?
buses are running right now.
I'm familiar with that motor. It's a good engine.
Yeah, it is. I'm telling you, it is absolutely immaculate. There's no scratches on it. Nothing on it. It's absolutely. It's sit under. It's dusty because it sits out at the Public Works and Pooler PD, and so that's the only issue with it.
I like more cheaper, more better too.
Yeah, well, it was anywhere from $285 to $325 is what a new one would cost. We'd have to wait a year and a half. this would suit our purposes. If you see the way it's laid out, what we wanted was something, a multi-purpose vehicle, something that we could go do crime scenes with. We could take the road checks. They had a intoximeter hooked up in here, and they would go out to the road checks, and they would do DUIs. And then they had an area there where if we have to, we can actually go to a crime scene, set it up, and then bring folks into the truck and do statements right there. And knock those out. That's something we've never been able to do. We've always been having to split our resources, some at the crime scene, some at the sheriff's office. And this, we could do everything right there.
I'd say, Jason, the revenues are there to.
Yes, sir. There's some money left in the 2015 SPLOST, and then there's 2021 SPLOST dollars. We bonded money from the 2021 SPLOST to cover the CAD, the dispatch, and some vehicles. And so there's SPLOST money already available there that could be used as well.
Any question from the board?
So we're gonna offset the vehicles that you, for 1 year's worth of, for that.
We
Is that-
pretty much have already done that. This is money from 2000, some money from 2000, I think 89,000 from 2015 that we have not used. And there was 251,000 in 2021 SPLOST that we used 200 of.
Okay.
And so, and then we would take into the next SPLOST year, which is current, I think it would be 10,000. And we would offset that through our regular budget, and that's generally for accessories for the car. So we wouldn't lose a car.
Right.
We just have to, the cages and stuff, we would have to make that come out of our regular budget, that we would not have to, we wouldn't have to change it, we just have to, we just would through attrition, would eat that.
I'll make a motion. Motion to approve the purchase 2015 multipurpose crime scene van for $160,000.
We have
Second.
second. Any more discussion?
I hope it's money that we're throwing away and wasting, and we never
I do
have to
too.
put it to use.
Oh, we never have to use it.
I mean, it's just, it's great. I know we desperately need it, and I like the idea that we can use it for so many other things
Multi-purpose.
than just crime scene.
Matter of fact, we were putting it on the side, it would be a special operations vehicle, not just crime scene. So-
Right. So like I said, I hope we never have to use it for that.
Right.
Great, like I said, since Commissioner Kitchen and I started that, talking to yourself and the sheriff about your needs, and you always told us that, if we ask you for it, we need it. Now, I mean, you've been very great with your budget.
The current one has a Honda generator that we got on the platform on the back, and it's to get the tools from here to there. This one, we can just pick it up, go, and do what we need to do.
If I'm not mistaken, I think that a couple of inmates helped build it also.
Yeah, you can tell we're not gonna get no patents or anything with it, but it would be a pleasant improvement over what we have now.
Mr. Kitchen, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to ask about the meeting where I was getting the text that they're not being able to see the meeting.
I texted Will.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Any more discussion? None, all in favor, aye? Any opposed? Ayes have it.
And just one more issue before we go, I just wanted to break to you, we began the camera issue. That's in the process. We've already spoke with the company about the locations. They're gonna send out a technical team to go and check. Every one of these cameras is solar operated, so they've got to make sure they've got a certain amount of sunlight every day to keep them working. We have some issues where they wanna put them, so we're gonna adjust that. We have, one of the dilemmas we had, we was able to save 2 cameras on the Gray Highway, because if you come into Gray Highway, then you have Graham Road by Courtesy Court, all through Bibb County. and then you've got the old Clinton Road where the Skyline Motel is. So we were able to take one and put it just further down in Bibb County on Gray Highway and save 2 cameras there, still get all the coverage. So we moved those 2 cameras to Gray, one south of the bypass on Gray Highway and one north of the bypass on 22. So anything coming from Haddock, going through Gray or going through the south, we should be able to pick those up. So we're pretty excited about that, so.
It's great.
But DOT hopefully will approve our applications to put those things where they are, and that's pretty much where we're at with those.
We appreciate everything y'all do for the county. Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Thanks, Chief.
All right, we move on to the CHIP authorization and memorandum of agreement. What I say, mouthful, wasn't it?
Thank you very much, Chairman, Commissioners. So first thing that I have here on the agenda is related to the CHIP grant, as you just heard. So this is the application that is due on the 31st, so I guess a week from today, which is why we needed a special call meeting to talk about it. So I believe we had already talked about in the past sort of the agreement in general that we were going to move forward with an application, and what we needed to do was get us officially authorized to write it and to administer the grant, which is a memorandum of agreement that you have there in your packet. That would be $15,000 for the administration fee on that. And then I think the other thing that was a discussion from the last meeting was just exactly where we were going to do the project at. We had done some initial looking at areas and talking with the housing team, and they had suggested the Haddock area, but after some further discussion, it looks like we are leaning towards a county-wide project area instead. So just looking for the direction of the commission to move forward with that application and approval of us to write it, submit it, and administer it if it gets awarded. So, and if it's not get awarded, no fee for the administration, because we'll try again next year.
And this is the same one that we did with the south end of the county too, right? They have to be the owner and the residents of the dwelling. It can't be a lease. It can't be an estate property. Is that?
That is all correct.
Any other questions for?
I just want to express my hopes and that we can get it, because I have spoken with many Haddock residents down Highway 22 and in Haddock, both south of Bowen Hill and in the Haddock area, that are in much need of housing repairs. So,
All right, well, this time we need some action on
I
this.
make a motion that we accept the CHIP authorization and memorandum of agreement with Middle Georgia Regional Commission.
And you
Second.
did good.
I did memorandum.
second.
Second, any more discussion? No, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
I'm good. We move on to direction of services for your 2023.
And so this one, I believe there's actually a little bit of miscommunication between me and one of the other folks on the staff, because we need to, well, ideally we'll want direction on that after our 6 o'clock meeting today, instead of before our 6 o'clock meeting. So, yeah, I just wasn't sure exactly when this meeting was going to fall in relation to that. But that's basically just the note that we will need to make a decision between the 2 potential project areas. But there's no action on that one today, so if you would like, you can table that until your next meeting, unless you already know what you want to do. But,
Oh, well, good, so we don't, there's not a timeline on it.
no, well, there's a timeline to figure out sooner rather than later, but it doesn't have to be today.
All right, that's great. Well, if I can get a motion to postpone to the next meeting.
Motion to table or postpone to the next meeting, direction of service for CBG.
All right, I need a second.
Second.
Second. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
All right. One more, we've got approval resolution adopting revisions on some language.
Yes, so that's the last one there, which is the language access plan. I believe y'all already approved this. This is related to the community development block grant received for the health department renovations. DCA reviewed the plan. They had a couple of minor wording tweaks that they wanted to make. Has no impact on what the county is obligated to do or not do. which is just, if you have folks who do not speak English as their primary language, you will make an effort to accommodate them. It does not require proactive translations or advertisements or anything, but just as a matter of procedure, by us tweaking the wording to make DCA happy, they said, now you'll have to approve it again. So that's why we have the resolution back for this. And that is important because it will allow us to start drawing down the funds on the project, because we've done the pre-con and they are getting ready to, if they have not yet started construction, it's happening any day now. But
If I could get a motion on this. so
I make a
that-
motion for the approval of the resolution adopting revision to language access plan for Jones County 2021 Coronavirus Health Department renovation and expansion.
Second.
Second. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Commissioner Kitchens, this will be your signature, because I sit on that Board of Health.
Gotcha.
All right, thank you, Greg. Any citizens tonight? Any citizen comment? Any citizen comments tonight? Oh, come on,
Come on
George. Come on up. Just introduce yourself and give us your address.
Good evening, everyone, commissioners. My name is LaShonda Whipple. I am a resident of Jones County. The reason that I am here this evening is that I would like to know a little bit more about what is going on in my county. I'll be dropping in here and there just to kind of get a feel and just kind of keep a listening ear to what's going on around me, because it's nothing like coming for yourself to actually hear what's going on, because a lot of times you hear chatter going on in the community, but it's good to just come and show your face and just hear for yourself and just know what's going on. I have something that I would like to discuss, but since it's my first evening being here, I would just, I just kind of want to observe things a little.
We're glad to have, we want this whole room full, because that's what we need to know. Where's your address?
I live off of Mountain Spring Road.
Okay, that's,
Thank
Yours,
Daylon's.
Daylon.
Daylon.
We're really close right there.
Okay.
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 Yeah.
Nice, Commissioner Martin. I'm just trying to figure out where the dividing line is. You're real close in there.
Really close up in there.
Okay, so your Commissioner's Daylon Martin, but
Okay.
you're more than welcome to contact me.
I'll be coming back.
Okay.
Good.
And,
But I'm the transportation director also for the school system, so I try to keep those roads in good shape.
Okay.
Because my bus is,
Hey.
well, we can't talk about it right now.
Okay.
We done had too much rain everywhere. We don't talk about the dirt roads right now.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
With the flooding going on.
Woo!
Good.
but like I said, I don't have a card on me, but I've been more than happy to give you my number.
Okay.
And you can call any of us for that matter, but.
All of our numbers are on on our website.
Yeah.
Too.
Right, always welcome to attend.
And we're glad to have you, seriously. I wish we could double the size of this room with people participate, because we need people. We need to, if you'll get with Miss Shannon, she can get your email address. She don't already have it. That way you can get, all the, like, we have some board appointments right now?
Well, we've already. Yes. she
Okay,
has made.
okay, good. So like I said, we need, there's more places than, you can sit up here and get involved, so
I would like to.
that's great.
But I just kind of want to observe first, just kind of get a feel for things and just see what's going on a little bit.
We're welcome.
Okay.
Thank you. Any commissioners tonight?
No comment from me, Chairman.
Comment?
Commissioner Wood?
I'm good, thank you.
Any department head? None?
I make a motion to adjourn meeting.
Second.
Okay, boy, that's quick. I'll say aye. Aye. Thank y'all for coming in.